morning everyone. In today's video I will be stating my case for an asymmetrical lockdown approach which can be utilized by the South African government to contain the coronavirus pandemic should a third wave happen later on during the year. On some positive news, the active cases in South Africa has decreased drastically. Currently it is at 21,405 as at the 16th of March 2021, and anyone that tries to predict the active case total for the 16th of April, whether it's a layperson or data scientist, will be making a very terrible mistake. Now my case for an asymmetrical lockdown approach is as follows. Now, during my second video I spoke about the effects that population density and age group has on coronavirus infection rates. When one looks at the Eastern Cape, which has a median age range of only 21, the COVID-19 recovery rate is 94.16, which is below the national average of 96.58%. The other two provinces, the Western Cape, Free State, are also below the national average. Now, I am aware that the government calculates the figure as being 95%, but if you recall during my first video, I stated that the correct way to calculate the COVID-19 recovery rate is the previously infected people, which consists of those that have recovered plus those that have sadly passed away. And this formula over here explains everything in how to calculate the recovery rate correctly. The actual recovery rate, I feel, should be 96.58%, and 3 provinces falls below that currently. Now, the higher the median age range, for example in Western Europe, you have a relatively old population, and there seems to be a positive relationship between an older median age range and the percentage that are infected. For example, the United Kingdom has a median age range of 40.6 years, and their percentage is 6.24. So 6.24% of the total population has been infected with coronavirus. And another example would be Portugal, which is 7.89%, and their median age range is 44.6%. In Africa, the median age range is much younger. In the Eastern Cape, the median age range, as stated earlier on, is 21 years of age, and in Western Cape it's 28, and Gauteng 29 years. So an asymmetrical approach would involve a tactic where certain provinces or certain parts of a province gets locked down to a higher level. So it would be of no economic value or social value to lock down Mpumalanga, which has a recovery rate of 98.19%, and it will make no economic and social sense to lock down the Northwest province, which has a 97.8% recovery rate, where the problem provinces, in my opinion, are the Western Cape, Free State, and the Eastern Cape. So these 3 provinces could be locked down to a higher level, or certain parts of the Western Cape, for example, could be locked down. And this will ensure that economic activity continues in South Africa and that the economic recovery also continues in South Africa. To put this into a better perspective, for every 100 people that gets infected in Mpumalanga, 98% will recover on average. In the Eastern Cape it's much lower. So that is my understanding of how an asymmetrical lockdown approach can be of value to the South African government to contain the coronavirus in South Africa. It is unfortunate that all of us in the past have had to be locked down, even though the recovery rates have been quite high. In the Northern Cape, which is sparsely populated, and a recovery rate of 97.60%, it will be of no value to lock them down should a third wave of coronavirus stand on the horizon. That is my take and my understanding of how the data supplied by government can be utilized to plan ahead for the winter season, which is where the coronavirus would be at its worst. Till next time, people, please like and subscribe if this information I provided to you has been of any value. Till next time, take care.